Hey guys, and welcome to another vlog. I've just left Hong Kong and I'm heading to a country I've never been to before, Taiwan. I can't wait to share with you all of the fun things I did here, but let's start from the beginning. When I got to the Taiwan airport, the first thing I did was purchase an Easy Card, which can be used to pay for public transportation in Taiwan. And look how cute this is! I got a Tata one since V is my BTS bias. Then I took the airport MRT into the city and checked into my hotel. So here is the room. Right when you enter, you get the bathroom over here. And then the room has 2 beds because Christy will be joining me. But look at this view. Wow. And it's like sunset right now. Oh, and here's a better look at the bathroom because it has both a shower and a tub. That's crazy. Hello from Taipei. I just made it in and checked into the hotel, and this room is so nice. I love the view of the 101. It's like so surreal to see that because I've never been to Taiwan before. It's always been on my list to go, so it's just really cool to finally be here. And I actually did not that much research on how to get into the city from the airport, but it was actually very easy. All the signs just pointed to where to go, and it was very simple. And the train station is right outside of the hotel, so it made it so easy. I'm keeping today primarily a travel day because it's already 6 p.m. and I don't have too much time to do other stuff, but I do need to grab dinner, so I'm thinking of going to a night market because those are very much a thing here, and I do want to check out at least 1 or 2 while I'm here. I'm also pretty hungry, so hopefully I can eat a good amount of street food right now. I just need to figure out which one I want to go to, so I'm gonna do a little bit of research and then head out. I decided on Raohe Night Market, which is one of Taipei's most famous and oldest night markets. Stretching about 600 meters, this bustling street is packed with food stalls, local vendors, and traditional shops, offering a quintessential Taiwanese night market experience. I was honestly quite overwhelmed at first with how crowded it was and from how many food options there were, so I chose to start with the first thing that really caught my attention, this sweet potato balls stand. So I got the pepper flavor, which I believe he marked as the most popular. So here is what it looks like, and let's try it. Oh my god, it's so light and fluffy. It's hollow inside. Wow, that's so good. Oh my god, I'm obsessed, and the pepper is perfect with it. The next spot that caught my attention was this Raohe stand. I was mesmerized by watching it being made. Okay, I was passing by that food stall and it looked so good that I had to get it. I wasn't even really sure what it was, but I looked it up while I was on the line, and apparently this is a Chinese burger. So I'm pretty sure this is pork, and he also put some green peppers in there. And he asked me if I wanted it to be spicy, and I said yes, though now I'm kind of regretting that because I actually don't really have any water with me. So hopefully I survive this. It's still really hot, so I'm gonna be careful. It's so crispy. I need to get a little bit more of the meat. That's so good. Wow, this is delicious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pork. The spice did end up getting to me. You can see I'm sweating. Okay, I'm pretty full now, but I'm still gonna walk around and see if there's anything else I wanna get, just because the food here all looks so good. I just wish I had 2 stomachs. The street also has lots of shops lining it, so I checked some out. They love capybaras here. Should I get one of these for my labubu? The next food stall that caught my eye was this one selling corn cakes. Okay, now I'm trying these corn cakes. I also got pepper for this one because I love pepper, so I was intrigued. so good. Man, pepper on anything is so good. Oh my god. I'm obsessed.
My last food item of the day was tangaloo.
Okay, I just really needed something refreshing and I've never had tangaloo before, so here we are. I love strawberries and I could really use something a little juicy right now. I wish my mic was working so you could hear the crunch better, but it's actually really good. I usually hear that these are pretty overrated, but I actually really like this. I'm actually a big fan. Okay, I've actually been out for quite a while. It's like 9 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna go back to the hotel and wind down, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It is my first full day in Taiwan, and today will actually be kind of another travel day because I will be taking a trip to Jiufen, which is like north of Taipei. It's famous for having streets and tea houses that look like they're from Spirited Away, and because Spirited Away is one of my favorite movies of all time, I have always wanted to go to Jiufen. Actually, the reason I wanted to come to Taiwan in the first place was to go to Jiufen. So this is going to be such a dream to go, and that's why I decided to spend the night there. But I think I'm not going to leave Taipei until like the afternoon so that I can just go to Jiufen and check into my hotel and not have to like leave luggage anywhere. So I'm going to spend the morning in Taipei, maybe just grab some coffee, walk around, just see what there is to do for a few hours. It's only like 8:30 right now, so that really leaves some ample time to just explore a little bit.
I began my walk to my first cafe of the day, but it started raining, so I popped into a convenience store to pick up an umbrella first. This would become my friend for the rest of the trip. My first cafe was Paper Street Coffee, a minimalist Australian-style cafe close to the Huashan Creative Park. I ordered a cappuccino and a banana bread and just sat and watched the rain for a while. It really started pouring while I was in there. To keep out of the rain, I hit another cafe nearby, Simple Kaffa. This cafe was founded in 2011 by Berg Wu, the 2016 World Barista Champion, and has topped Big 7 Travel's ranking of the 50 best coffee shops in Asia in 2019 and 2020, so I definitely had high hopes for this spot. I ordered a latte and the sweet potato toast, which came out beautifully.
The yellow one is very sweet. The purple definitely has more of an ube vibe. That one's a little like milder.
And yes, the coffee was really good. Not my number one, but I definitely recommend it. I had to visit the Huashan Creative Park while I was there, though sadly it was raining so much, which made it a little tough to walk around the outdoor areas. Once a sake and ginseng wine factory, the Creative Park was transformed into a vibrant space for art, design, music, and exhibitions. I did stop by some of the shops, including this Esther Bunny pop-up, this Copic store, and this Snoopy pop-up. I thought this one was especially cute and loved this Snake Snoopy for Lunar New Year.
So I came back to the hotel to pack up a backpack to take with me to Jiufen. I'm not going to bring too much stuff. It's going to be a very light trip. That'll just make it so much easier for me to get around. And according to Google Maps, all I have to take is one bus to get there, so I'm going to go walk to the bus now.
Time to go to Jiufen. I caught a bus at the Zhongshan Fuxing station that ended in Jiufen, and it was a very relaxing ride. Except for when we started winding up the mountain near Jiufen. But I made it to Jiufen and immediately checked into my hotel, which was less than 5 minutes away from the bus stop downhill. Okay, I just checked in, so here is a little room tour.
It's so cute, and I love the beautiful windows and the access to the outdoors over here. It is a bit foggy right now. It's definitely like been rainy weather while I've been in Taiwan, so I am not super hopeful that I'll get like great views, but I love this room. So yeah, this place is so cute, and I also love how local this hotel feels too. Like when I was checking in, there was just a lady sitting at a table with a piece of paper in front of her with all of these written names on it, and she just had me point at mine, and then she led me to my room, and it just felt so like non-formal, and I thought that was kind of cute. So now I'm gonna go check out the old street. It is super foggy outside right now, like it's just all fog, so I'm really not sure if I'm gonna be able to see much when I go up there, but that is partially why I decided to stay a night here, just so I could have a little extra time to really do some sightseeing. Like even if I can't get a good view right now, I'm sure at some point I'm gonna be able to. I hope. So let's head out to Old Street.
I started my ascent through Jiufen Old Street and immediately began seeing the famed red lanterns. Known for resembling imagery from Spirited Away, there are shops selling ghibli merchandise riddled all throughout the street, and I popped into a few to check them out. I kept climbing the stairs and had my first sighting of the beautiful Ame Tea House. Many believe that this tea house inspired the bathhouse in Spirited Away due to its similar architecture and glowing red lanterns. The lanterns weren't on yet, but don't worry, we'll circle back. Further up the hill, I came to this view, which is supposed to overlook the coastline, but it was way too foggy. At the top of Huashan Street, I came across this shop that was selling lots of blind box items, including Sunny Angels, so I ended up getting a few. Then I took a stroll back towards the tea house with this sweet dog. Hello. You gonna walk? Where are you going? For dinner, I chose this spot on Huashan Street because I really wanted some xiaolongbao. Okay, I'm finally stopping off for some food. I'm actually so hungry, and I will say the crowds are starting to get to me. It's just so crowded right now. So hopefully this will make me feel a lot better. There's actually a lot more food here than I thought there was gonna be. Like there's actually so many options for food. I really, for some reason, didn't think there was going to be. So I found some xiaolongbao, and I'm very excited to have that because I love getting these in Chinatown back in New York. So this will be my first time having them in Asia. Oh my god, a cat. Where is it? Ah! A cat just jumped up onto the restaurant, so love that. These are so good. Delicious. The soup dumplings were so warm and comforting and really were just what I needed. I wandered around Old Street for a bit longer before heading back to the hotel.
Hi, I am back at my hotel, and I'm just going to stay here for a few hours, and then actually I'm gonna go back out because it's going to be a lot less crowded when it's like later in the night. So since I'm staying here overnight, that was my plan from the beginning, to go out super late at night and hopefully be able to see everything with like no crowds. So let's really hope there are no crowds because I don't want to be walking up and down these stairs too many times.
I went out again around 9:30 p.m. and was so happy to find there were drastically less people out. It was still raining, but not as heavily as earlier in the day. The red lanterns lit up in the nighttime made the street feel so mystical. Truly like a scene from Spirited Away.
Okay, it's super misty and I'm very damp right now, but I'm very happy with how empty it was here. It's like 9:30 p.m. right now, so not even that late, but it was like completely empty.
Anyways, I am going to wash my step and go back to the hotel. Good morning, guys. It is another rainy day in Jiufen. Sadly, it is still super foggy here, so I'm definitely not going to be able to get like a very nice view while I'm here. But that's okay. I'm still super happy that I was able to come and see what I was able to see. And honestly, I didn't even come here for the view. I came here for the lights and the tea house and just to walk around the city and experience it. So before I leave to go back to Taipei, I'm going to go to the Ame Tea House, which is the famous tea house that everybody takes the photos of here in Jiufen. They open like right now at 9 a.m. So I'm going to check out of my hotel and then walk up to go to the tea house. Honestly, my legs are pretty shot right now. I've been walking around a lot in general, but I think especially yesterday was just a lot of stairs, and I've been wearing shoes that have pretty thick soles, so they're kind of heavy. So my ankles and legs are kind of sore, but you know, we're gonna just keep pushing through. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of dreading walking through the rain, but we gotta do it, so let's go. Goodbye, room. Okay, now to climb all of these stairs. Honestly, like, this was a nice hotel. I actually enjoyed staying here, but if you have large luggage, I don't think it's a good idea. It's harder with a backpack. At long last, I made it up to Ame Tea House. This tea house was originally a blacksmith shop run by the grandfather of Ame, who later transformed the shop into a tea house. It has now grown into a famous cultural landmark, attracting visitors with its traditional Japanese and Taiwanese architecture, red lanterns, and breathtaking mountain views. I got the tea set for one person, which includes 4 Taiwanese snacks known as cha jian. The tea master showed me the correct steps on how to brew the tea and made me my first brew. For the rest, I tried my best to remember the steps. First, a generous amount of tea leaves is added to the teapot. Hot water is poured over the leaves and quickly discarded. This rinses the tea, removing impurities and waking up the leaves. Next, hot water is poured over the tea leaves, ideally in a circular motion to ensure even extraction. Taiwanese tea is brewed in short, multiple infusions rather than one long soak, so after 10 to 30 seconds, the tea is poured into a fairness cup to distribute even strength, and then into small tasting cups. You can enjoy the aroma of the tea in the fairness cup afterwards. For the tea snacks, I started off with the sesame crackers, which I loved, but I did not like the sweet plum. The center was hard, and I was not prepared for that. I wasn't a fan of the mung bean cake either, though it was really pretty. I did love the mochi. The tea should be sipped slowly in order to appreciate the aroma, flavor layers, and lingering aftertaste of the tea. They gave me a little postcard souvenir. It was still pouring when I left the tea house, but I went back down the hill to catch the bus back to Taipei. So I'm finally back in Taipei and settled back into my hotel room. And it's like 1:30 p.m. right now. I was originally going to go out to the Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall and Longshan Temple, but the thing is, the rain is harshing my vibe. And if you know me, I'm a rain hater. I just like do not like being out in the rain. I don't like it when it rains at all. So I'm not really sure if I'm willing to brave the rain right now. Hopefully I'll be able to get to these things at some point on this trip, but honestly my itinerary is quite packed and it is going to be raining like every day. So I don't know, it might be for next time. But instead, I'm thinking I'll go to the Taipei 101 since I actually didn't have that on my list before, and that is a perfect indoor thing to be doing right now. And although I said I didn't want to brave the rain right now, which I don't, there is actually a photo spot that's relatively close to the Taipei 101 that I want to see. And that's just like a quick photo, so I don't think it's like as much of a commitment to be outdoors as some of the other things I had on my list before. So that's my revised plan, and then later tonight I'm going to be getting dinner with my cousin who currently lives in Taiwan, so I'm looking forward to that.
And otherwise, I guess we'll just kind of see what happens. So let's head out.
This special viewpoint of the Taipei 101 is right by Takemura Izakaya and is definitely popular for a good reason. The sight of the 101 down this alley is breathtaking. Since it was a foggy day, the 101 was often hidden, but I got lucky with some good shots. From there, I walked to the 101 and strolled around the mall a little bit, which I quite honestly wasn't too impressed with. However, the food court had so many options and I couldn't resist getting some curry with fried chicken for lunch. It was so simple but so delicious. I knew I really wanted to try Taiwanese beef noodle soup while I was here, so my cousin Sam took me to Fu Hong beef noodles for dinner. You can customize the size of your dish and the thickness of your noodles, so we both got the medium-sized bowl with thick noodles.
My cousin!
Hello! Beef noodle soup time!
That's right.
Let me know if you want any of this.
What is it?
It's a pickled mustard green. People put it on a lot of different dishes here.
Yeah, I do like the texture.
Yeah, right? Perfectly chewy.
Yeah. Good beef.
After dinner, Sam and I walked through Ximending and chose this spot to grab bubble tea for dessert. This was my first time having bubble tea in Taiwan, and I can confirm it's way better than in America.
It's so good.
Known as the city's hub for youth culture, fashion, and entertainment, Ximending is often compared to Tokyo's Shibuya or Seoul's Myeongdong. Sam and I stopped at several shops, including this clothing and lifestyle store called Your Living, and this cute concept store where I found the perfect gift for my brother. It was such a fun night of good food and shopping.
It is so rainy today, guys. It's been like thunderstorming and pouring all morning. I've just been kind of like looking outside and hoping the rain will stop, but it hasn't. And I've been kind of dragging my feet today. I got a little bit of a later start where I woke up at 8:30 and I've just been kind of waiting and hoping the rain would stop, but it really hasn't. So I think what I'm gonna do this morning is just go cafe hopping, stay indoors as much as possible. Christy's flying into Taipei this afternoon and we're supposed to go to a capybara cafe. I made a reservation and I really hope that this rain doesn't cause any issues for that. I mean, I really hope it doesn't keep pouring like this all afternoon and night, so I'm just really crossing my fingers. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's pouring right now. I mean, luckily the train station is like right outside of the hotel, but if I wanted to like walk around any neighborhoods or anything, it might be a little tricky if it's pouring this much. But I definitely don't want to waste too much time not doing anything in Taipei, so let's go and see what we can do.
I took the MRT to Taipei's Zhongshan district, which is known for its boutique stores, trendy concept shops, vintage clothing stores, and of course, cafes. My first cafe was Coffee Dumbo. I arrived 10 minutes after they opened and they had already run out of seats inside, so I got a drip coffee to go and purchased a few drip bags inside to take home with me. Very good quality drip. My next stop was Boo Boo Cafe. I absolutely fell in love with the rustic and homey interior and sat outside on the balcony, which is adorned with plants. I ordered this unique apple juice with espresso drink and some Belgian waffles with cream. So Christy ended up missing her flight, which means she's not going to make it until like 4 p.m. today, which is really sad. So I ended up canceling the Capybara Cafe because it's just so rainy and the capybaras are outside, and then also the cafe is a bit far out from like central Taipei. So I just thought might as well just stay around this area because I would love to explore it a little bit more. And there are a lot of shops that open in the afternoon, so this way I can at least just explore a little bit more. Right underneath Boo Boo Cafe is this homeware shop that has the most incredible selection of handcrafted kitchenware I've ever seen. Every single piece was so beautifully made, and I was legitimately so close to taking home a whole stack. The only thing that stopped me was knowing carrying these around with me for the rest of my trip and back home would be extremely difficult. Time for cafe number 3. This is AFAD Cafe, which sits a floor above the AFAD clothing store. This space serves as both a cafe and an accessory shop, and I ended up buying a few pieces here. For my drink, I was so enticed by the sea salt caramel with crunchy latte and had to try their cinnamon roll. Both were so sweet, but very good. You've got to go vintage shopping while in Zhongshan, and I had this shop called Midi on my list. I loved the vibe of this place, and they have this awesome room where you can play old video games. This store I'd been eyeing called Satter opened up, and I tried on this shirt I had been eyeing in the shop window. It was so cute I ended up buying it. I did a bit more browsing around before heading back to the hotel. This was definitely my favorite area of Taipei so far.
Okay guys, I'm weak and I tapped out because it was just raining way too hard. I was going to go to Huashan Street, but it was just raining so hard. I was like pretty close to getting there, and then I really just thought like this is gonna be so unenjoyable anyways because, you know, it's outdoors. So it was just pouring, and at that point I was already pretty wet. So I just made the decision to tap out and come back to the hotel. So I'm just gonna be here until Christy arrives. Hopefully she'll be coming in a couple of hours because her flight got delayed due to the rain, of course. Hopefully she comes in. Oh good, she just told me she's flying, so there is hope, and hopefully at least we'll have some time to do a few things tonight.
3 hours later.
Christy's back!
Against all odds, Christy made it to Taipei, and we headed out to dinner at a Yakiniku spot called Marumichi. We were both hungry, so this was the perfect option. We got lots of meat and veggies to share. We had to go for bubble tea for dessert.
Oh, that was not centered.
And happened upon Chi Yuan, which looked good.
Not as good as the one from yesterday. We're going to go to another spot too.
For drink number 2, we chose He Cha Lo and got the black sesame drink they were advertising.
Okay, well, no, I'm videoing. Try it. Was it good? That's really good. I actually don't like black sesame. It's actually good. Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
So after that, we headed to our first bar of the night, to Infinity and Beyond.
This is so cool.
This space-themed cocktail bar has ranked number 2 in Asia's 50 best bars in 2023 and number 61 in 2024.
Wait, do we have to like press something? No. Oh.
Mars Chang, the 2021 World Class Bartender of the Year, is the creative director behind the bar's unique and immersive cocktail menu inspired by celestial bodies. For our first drinks, I got an earthy gin-based cocktail, and Christy got the one on the right made with tomato and strawberry.
It's very strong of something. Maybe you could place it.
Of something. I'm scared of this one.
It tastes like strawberries, actually.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, I don't like it.
For round number 2, we ordered the Galaxy, which is this fun drink that uses mist and looks like a galaxy itself. Honestly, looking into this drink was really mesmerizing.
This is very interesting.
It's like a gin soda.
Our second and final bar of the night was Booking, a speakeasy-style bar that also serves creative cocktails. Christy got this drink, which is basically an alcoholic affogato.
That tastes actually pretty good. I say ice cream that tastes really good.
Yeah.
And I got this strawberry au lait drink.
Whoa. Tastes like strawberry. Oh, isn't it interesting? It tastes like a warm strawberry drink.
It tastes so homey.
After that, we went back to the hotel and passed out. See you tomorrow. Okay, we are all packed and we're gonna go grab some coffee back in the area that I was in yesterday before we go to the airport. Bye hotel, bye 101. We figured out how to use the locker. After dropping off my luggage in the train station locker, Christy and I went to R9 Cafe since it was open before most other cafes. We ordered the banana chocolate honey toast and didn't expect it to be this big.
Okay. Wait, what is in there? That's so interesting. Wow.
The inside was full of cinnamon sticks, and with the bananas and chocolate, it was also delicious. Afterwards, we came across this Plan B studio that had fun concept backgrounds and just had to take some photos. They ended up coming out so cute. And our final stop in Taiwan was Coffee Dumbo once again. I really wanted to go with Christy, and this time we showed up early to the cafe and were seated first. At last, I was able to try their cinnamon roll, which was so insanely good.
Oh, that's great.
I picked up my luggage from the locker, and from there, we took an Uber to the airport. Christy headed home, and I was off to my next leg of the trip, Japan. Thanks as always for joining me, and I'll see you in Fukuoka.